Sure.
Hey everybody, welcome to Torchbearer, where burning books is it counts as supplies, I guess, for
Torching bears and
scavenging or something. Hey, so I'm Eric, I'm your GM and host of today's session. This is episode 7 of our ongoing campaign, and I'm really excited to jump back in this game. We had a pretty hectic, crazy last session. Some really, out of the frying pan into the fire things, some epic saves, epic ruins. It was awesome. It was really good. And now, boy, we're all teetering on the brink, about to break. And let's see what happens this session. So let's go around the horn, say who you are, how everyone's doing, maybe say who we're playing, and then we'll go over our beliefs and review our goals for the session, do the prologue, and then jump into the play, as always. So let's go ahead and start with Alain.
quickly unmute myself. Hi, I'm Alain. I'm Jex's Alain or Jex's 1985. You can find me wherever. I will play tonight. I'm going to play Gilly, the halfling burglar, who is, I think, increasingly fed up with the entire endeavor and just wants to get it over with and get paid.
Oh, I mean, that's...
Do you want to go over the beliefs and goals already, or just want to...
let's do that after we do everybody.
All right.
So, thanks. Yep. Martin?
Hi, my name is Martin, Marindel. I play Arendelle, the elf. Arendelle used to be he used to be bent on revenge, avenging his family that was killed by a dragon. He used to like protecting his party members. Now he's just mostly optimistic about finishing this quest as soon as possible. And he's becoming a bit jaded as an elf. He's been injured a bit too many times already. Yep.
Yay!
Torchbearer.
I know. The adventuring life has always been a grueling one.
Yeah. And he hasn't even... what's the word? What's the correct word for to bear, like the proper tense?
Boar?
He hasn't even born a torch. So something is going wrong.
Huh.
I'm teaching this to my high school kids, but I don't even know myself.
No, I mean you're exemplifying the Torchbearer way. You get someone else to do your dirty work.
Oh yes. Yeah. Deckard.
Byronic.
Hi everyone, I'm Brona Gamer. You can find me as Brona Gamer on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, etc. And I am playing Deckard, the film noir dwarven detective who by now is getting, as traditional in film noir, beat down, beat up, and just generally, missing a beat as he finds everything he loves destroyed, torn down, and soon prepares for death, which hopefully isn't coming soon, but probably is.
We'll see. I'm cheering your death. I'm definitely cheering your death, maybe. So. Yeah, okay. So, last but not least, Alex.
Hi, Eric. I'm almost tempted to be not talking to you because you talked about burning books, but I'm Alex, and you can find me at fake_Alex_blue on Twitch and Twitter. Come say hi. And I am playing Grice Last Light, the sap-soaked cleric from Heartwood, also known as the Enclave of the World Tree.
Yeah, cool. All right. So are you doing okay, by the way? You doing good? Yeah.
Pretty good.
Cool. So let's go ahead and review our characters' beliefs and then do the prologue, and then we'll jump in. So let's start. Has anybody changed their beliefs and stuff like that since last time? Or want to change their beliefs?
Change the goal, I guess.
All right, then let's change our goals.
Yep.
So let's go reverse order, starting with Alex. Then let's review your belief instinct and what your goal will be this session.
All right. Grice's belief is one may be fearless and focused, but only by working together do we become formidable. His goal is it's a little bit long, actually. I might need to trim this. His goal is Redwood 910. The world tree takes our sin and bleeds our wounds, but with strength we may prosper even under darkest shadow. By the blessings of the world tree, I will restore at least one of these heathens, that should I perish here, at least one of our number can carry the child back to Heartwood. And his instinct is light, injury, and ague, a sacrilegious to the world tree. I will treat all sickness and heal all wounds. These heathens may see the power of the divine.
So wait, so can I'm not sure. What is the intention of your goal? Is that at least one person makes it back alive?
That I heal, at least that I restore at least one of our party to full health.
Okay, got it. Yeah. Okay. No, that's a good goal. There's definitely things on the line for that. Okay. Cool. Deckard, what about Deckard's
right.
beliefs and goals today?
Deckard belief has not changed yet. My party members don't have what it takes to complete this mission. It's up to me and Grice to drag them through this. His goal by now is we've hit the ground again, but it's hit us back hard once again. I feel broken inside and out and need healing badly. I must get some respite and healing, and soon at that. And his instinct, as always, the dark corners are filled with hidden dangers. Always check the dark corners for an ambush while adventuring.
That's scouting. How have you felt about your instinct so far?
It's not really done that much. So I don't know. I'm hesitant. I'm trying to think of what will be good and interesting for him to deal with.
Yeah, like, can we take a quick second real quick? I know we're supposed to go around here, but like, so technically the way the rules are is that when you want to scout, like, you really should only be calling for a scout test when there's something like in danger. So yeah, it's always been like a little like weird because that's always going to be one of those like retroactively being like not so fast GM kind of thing, right? But once again, it's always scout for ambushes of enemies, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Always check the dark corners for an ambush while adventuring.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. All right, let's go ahead and. Okay, never mind. Cool. All right. Let's look at Arundel's beliefs and goals and stuff today. You're muted.
Thanks. My belief is still the same. Let's rescue those adventurers, or at least get the rings. Hey, we made it this far. Time for some optimism. At the end, justifies the means. My goal. Again, I'm injured. I'm exhausted. Before we continue our quest, I really need to rest. So getting rid of the exhausted condition at least. My instinct, which I was still typing, until now I've tried to keep my party members safe. Now it's their turn to keep me safe as well. I will stay behind them while I'm recuperating. Basically meaning not going first.
Yeah, you're to be a little bit more hesitant. Yeah.
Well, it's not going to be hesitant. It's actively not.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's fair. That's perfectly fair.
Actively staying behind. Yeah.
Yeah. How many checks do you have right now, Arundel? Any against yourself?
One.
You have one. You have one against yourself. I don't know if your goal is worthy to get experience or not.
Right, because I still have a check and we have a camp.
I would say I I need rest, I would add on to that one thing. I would recover one of my conditions or something like that.
Yeah.
If you wanted to go that path, because I feel like that's what you're aiming for, so I suggested that to you. But if you want to do something different, then
No.
But like, I feel like that was the point of it. But like, yeah, like that's in order to get Fate or Persona, you need that extra part. Because like you can just camp because you have a check, and that's not worthy of of pursuit. Okay.
No, thanks for helping me clarify.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. And my goal, of course, is that none of you are getting out of live. Just kidding. But seriously. Gilly.
Seriously, is it?
Yeah.
Gilly's belief is no task is too daunting for a dapper halfling like myself. And it's still true. So I'm not going to change it.
That has been true for all previous 6 sessions.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
This goal is injuries are for dwarves, elves, and humans. I will not let this injury become the better of me. I will simply shrug it off and move on.
Halfling sass. Wow.
Wow.
And
give
his
a
instinct
fuck.
is, he still likes his friends because when making camp, he will cheer up his fellow adventurers by cooking a hearty meal.
I'll carry you, Mr. Frodo. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Love it. Okay. So let's do the prologue then. Those are all good goals and beliefs and stuff as always. So who wants to do the prologue? Remember when whoever gets to do the prologue gets to recover some tax nature or recover a condition. So you did it last time.
I did it last time, so someone else needs to this time.
Yeah. Can you recover exhausted with it?
Yeah.
You have to recover and recover can order, but yeah.
Yeah. You can only recover the non-crappy ones.
Yeah. So injured and sick you can recover those, right? Okay.
Yeah. Not with the prologue.
I don't know. I could do it. It's fine, but I think the others may have more conditions.
Does anyone have it? I can't remember this, but is it that you need to have no conditions in order to recover tax nature? Do you remember that, Eric?
No, you can choose.
You have your choice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does someone have tax nature that they want to recover?
I do,
Nature.
but I don't necessarily need to recover it.
Yeah, I'm fine with this well. I've got 4 of them. So.
Do I still trade?
Yeah, I got 3 conditions.
I
so-
think you should.
Might be better for you to get it, and then we all just have the exhausted and injured,
Because
right?
that
Yeah.
1 dot we lose every time you can't help is
Yeah.
really ruining.
Okay, prologue. I made some notes. Last time, on Torchbearer, the Sunless Citadel, our impecunious instigators had spent several nights recovering and buying armor and provisions in the sleepy crossroads town of Oakhurst. But just as the party were leaving town, to make the 7-mile trek to the dungeon, they were rudely accosted by a bastard of bailiffs, demanding payment from all our scrappy scavengers, except for Hero, Grice Lastlight. These despicable debt collectors would listen to no reason and accept no excuses. They threatened violence, and worse, civil action. Halfling criminal turned itinerant chef, the quick-witted Gilly Darkstalker wasted no time in challenging the mob to a riddling contest. For our proud protagonist, a brief reprieve, also known as a 30-day interest-free period on balance transfers and purchases. After making the arduous journey back, our potent potholers continued their descent into the very bowels of the underground fortress. Depending heavily on the abseiling skills of film noir dwarven detective Deckhart, our treacherous treasure seekers managed to make their way down the almost sheer vertical shaft to the level far below, without falling to their deaths. But, with barely time to catch their breaths, here they would face their most dangerous foes yet, a duo of disagreeable undead guardians, accompanied by a black-hearted brace of unholy saplings of the sacrilegious Undertree, no doubt planted here by Grice's nemesis, the outcast, Belak the Ashen. Fighting tooth and claw, Elven Ranger Arundel and our beloved adventure capitalists narrowly managed to wrestle success from the jaws of Doom. And, tired from combat, bleeding, beaten, and broken, join our inexpert explorers now as we return to the Sunless Citadel.
Theme song time. Do theme song. Okay.
Lots of drums,
Yeah, a lot of drums.
like the Battlestar Galactica drums.
Boom.
I was thinking just drums
Oh,
in
that's
the deep.
awesome. I like that one. Oh, yeah, Drums of the Deep's actually pretty good too. Or even like Conan drums, which I would also be good with. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and do the opening scene then. So we are sort of in this giant compost pile, literally like a pile of refuse, and bones and mold and decomposition of old fruits and food and waste. You guys have killed the guardians here, but not without a severe cost to yourselves. What do we want to do?
I kind of just want to take some time and shrug off this injury that I have.
But don't we?
That's like a lot of time.
Yeah, I think we have two turns before we.
Yeah, the grind clock's at 2. Probably. I mean, yeah. If you want to shrug off, you have plenty of time to do to recover and shrug off something now. If you want. It's pretty quiet. The smell of all the compost and everything in this room is kind of just like super assaulting your senses. But there is some like violet fungus around, so there is a little bit of like dim light right now for people, and you can see that there's a couple exits out of this room. As always, there's a set of crude wooden doors facing east. There's a passageway, like natural cave form, facing north, and then there's another set of doors facing south. The rest of the room is basically just like to the back of this expansive cavern that's been sort of like chiseled out is just compost, kind of like just landing down like a landfill. If that helps give you a picture of what this looks like. Only it's like, instead of obviously garbage, there is some garbage, but it's more just like mulch kind of plant. You're in a compost pile, and compost stinks really bad.
So metagamey wise, we have one turn to do something and maybe get another check, and then we should probably camp before the grind hits. I mean, we could let the grind hit. Look, that's fine as well. I've got fresh rations. It should be okay.
There's no point though. Why? It's not like we.
Well, I don't know. Do you need to eat when you're camping? Is that something that you have to do? Okay, then it's not.
Hey, but
one
practically
check.
speaking, I mean, we nearly fell to our deaths here. I wouldn't be surprised if there's some good stuff to be found in this compost pile over here. I mean, who'd fall to their death over here, or toss some stuff, or wouldn't be.
You
surprised.
really want to go into that pile of crap, Deckard?
Look, I'm.
I can do
beaten
it.
down. There's nothing here that we've gotten from this. I want to get something back. I invested heavily in this shirt. I mean, battle, and there needs to be some compensation here.
Well, at least you still have your dignity that you could lose.
No, I've been traveling with you guys long enough. Like this.
Oh, fucking savage.
Fighting words.
Right.
Okay, so it sounds like you want to investigate the compost.
Yep. Sure.
Scavenge, maybe.
Oh, that's a good point. I don't have
No,
scavenge.
I
but
mean,
yeah,
what are you
probably-
doing? Fictionally, what are you?
No, Deckard suspects that there's going to be some gear here. At least somebody fell down the hole, was tossed down the hole, lost something down the hole. There must be some kind of goodies in this compost. He's basically just looking for whatever he can find. A sword, a ring, who knows what.
You find you find some ancient broken pottery, but something else while you're like digging through the muck and the refuse, like hands deep through stuff. You think you grab a sack, and you pull out the. This is a good idea, by the way. So, you pull out the sack, and it's not a sack. It's actually, it's like a lamellar weave cloak. It's heavy, and like when you pull it out and you shake it off, it's actually a like it seems like all the muck and stuff kind of like falls off of it, and it's certainly a very high quality cloak.
Oh, that is sweet.
I actually don't know how identifying things works in this game, but out of character, that's important. But also, though, I need you to make a OB3 health test for me.
Of course. Fortunately, though, what can happen? We're
As you know, putting your hands through the muck and stuff is dangerous. So, like, you pull this off, but let's see.
Any help traits?
So, good idea, scavenging through this stuff, but this is the consequence.
Let's see. Can I do it? It doesn't really count as delving, I think. Can I get loner generator?
No one can help you on this test.
No. Now I'm just thinking, can I weasel some traits into this? But
oh yeah, okay.
Oh
hey, Grover Bomb.
You're born of earth and stone, right? You know digging.
No,
yeah, but I mean, it's not born of crap and compost.
Born of
yeah, no, you can also interpret born of earth and stone as having a high
born of
constitution.
shit.
Yeah, right. Earth and stone doesn't get sick. Not super.
That's a good point. Born of earth and stone. I am made of silicon oxide, basically.
The colder it gets, the smarter you are.
Exactly. I don't know. Can we stretch it like that using the born of earth and stone for this? As in, I'm hardy, I'm sturdy, I'm like iron stuff.
Totally. That with yeah.
That's
no question. That sounds perfect. You're rugged, strong. You have a tremendous earthen fortitude, right? That makes perfect sense.
Exactly. Trained in bars.
You are not. Yeah, you're not mired by shit. All right. Make your test. OB3 health. Ooh, barely. Fucking dude, dice hate you.
It's that last die that did it for me. It's the born of earth and stone.
Yeah.
Apparently, you can only roll 1s and 4s.
It is so like that's awesome though. So
Eric,
that is
my roller.
you're fine. You're fine. You got your no like you've resisted, but it's entirely because of your dwarven trait. It's entirely your dwarven resistance. That would have something that would have fell a lesser being or less hardy being than yourself would easily succumb to some sort of fever from this filth. But you, no problem here. You don't give a fuck.
Just disgustingly, having like a hand of grime or something. Like, right, nice.
You wipe it on your brow. You got this cloak though. Like you got this fucking super nice cloak.
Oh, absolutely. Just literally immediately putting it on and sort of turning to Arendelle going,
wait, would you? Oh, let me describe this cloak some more before you do that.
Yep.
The cloak is lamellar, so it's elven weave. Like you know that immediately. It literally looks like it's fucking I stole this from the prop set of Lord of the Rings.
Oh, like the cloaks that they have that camouflage in rock, those ones.
Yeah. Would a dwarf put that on? Is why I made you hesitate for a second because I never described it and you wouldn't have known.
That's difficult. If it's one of those elven-y cloaks, then I guess it's kind of that's a little bit too fruity for Deckard. I think it's a little bit too
stylish.
Yeah. Exactly. If it's a cloak, it needs to have at least a couple of spikes on the shoulders, or just something nice and heavy.
So would you say you're disappointed when you pull it out?
Yeah, I guess it's sort of thing of he pulls it out.
You thought it was a loot sack, right?
Sorry?
Like it was like bundled up, right? And so when you pull it out, you probably thought it was like a loot sack, and it turns out just to be an elven cloak.
Exactly. Like, oh, how many gold coins are? It's just. It's a little elven, handkerchief.
Elven handkerchief.
Well, it all comes straight off. So
they need it,
like,
yeah. Oh. They really need one because they keep their noses held high so much, right?
Exactly.
So is Deckard actually wearing a cloak?
No, not wearing a cloak standard. No, that's what I was thinking. But no, if it's an elven cloak.
If this is too LV for you, you can wear my regular cloak.
Nah, it's got your elfin stink all over it. No, thank you. It's
I can put it. I can drag it through the compost. You seem quite at home.
And I think at this
okay. Now Gilly definitely is getting this one.
I think at the you can drag it through the compost sort of quip. I think we hear Grice, and he wakes up from being basically flat on his back, unconscious, and he's clutching at his ribs, where the pitchfork from one of these undead gardeners has perforated him. He pulls it out. Ah, what's going on? I fear I'm not long for this world.
You need
Please.
to sit down and rest, Grice. Don't move.
You don't look so good yourself either.
I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. This is nothing. It's okay. You all should tend to your wounds. I'll be fine.
I can sleep for a week. Do we want to make
But
camp?
if no one's using
Yes.
that cloak, I'll gladly take it.
Yeah, it seems Deckard doesn't want to give it to Arendelle anyway.
No. We've did all these insults. No. I'll give it to the one person who supports me consistently with food, which is the cook.
See, finally, someone who appreciates my cooking. That's what I like to hear.
And sort of Deckard passes it to Gilly and then sort of does one of these Godfather, like, hands it and then whispers in the ear, like, it's going to be chilly tonight, right?
Why did the grind go down?
Health test.
Oh shoot! Yes. Okay. Never mind. I wanted to do something else, but that's fine. Let's camp. I think.
Let's camp away.
Yeah. Actually, wait. No. Do I need to spend a check to shrug off my injury, or is that just something I can do?
You can just do that. You have time right now.
I think while we're making, let's do that now. I'm not sure how Gilly's injured. I think he just got conked on the head, or like was beaten up severely by one of these plant things, right? Because I was charging right at them.
Yeah. I would penalize your health.
Can you penalize my nature?
No. You were in a physical conflict. If you're sucking this up, this means you're quickly, you're bandaging, you're applying stuff.
All right, that's fine.
But you're
I was
nowhere.
hoping
You're not as good as
it
what
would
you.
turn me more into an adventurer.
No.
But all right, down my health goes.
Yep. Cool. So those in TV land, if you're just joining us, sucking it up is like okay to remove a condition, but it's also not okay because you suffer permanent ability loss when you do it.
It's the single worst way to remove a condition.
It is definitely the worst way. So
I think
but we're in dire straits here, so like that's not a bad idea, I guess.
I think you see Gilly sort of sit down and just take a deep couple of breaths, and he, at first he had some color on his cheeks, and you see him just sort of go pale and sweaty, and I think you just see him physically really just trying to shrug off the injury and just get rid of it at the expense of his natural condition, like composition or health or whatever you'd call it. He looks worse for wear, right? I think it sort of
Are you
looks
doing
like
one of those? You just squeeze the wound until you don't feel it, and like, yep, okay, let's go.
yeah, sort of. I think he just goes pale a bit, and I don't think he can recover from actually looking pale. I think he just looks sickly now, permanently.
Damn. Okay. Ugh. So you have like sunken eyes and shit.
Yeah. Imagine I've been carrying the One Ring for a while. I
Yeah.
think that's probably what
That's.
yeah.
Honestly, I feel like that Frodo did suck it up a lot to that adventure.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. Thank you, camera. Thank you for.
Too bad though. I wanted to take a nature loss, but that's fine. It's fine. Really.
You don't get to
It's fine.
choose.
No, that's apparent to me now.
All right. What does everyone else want to do before we camp? Anything?
We want to camp now.
Okay,
Bryce
Arendelle,
is
you're
pretty
muted
much
again, my
already
friend.
Camped, like on the floor.
Arendelle, you were muted. I think you were wanting to say something.
Camp now.
Okay. Yeah, awesome. Okay. Let's do our camp. Grind resets to 4. You guys have made no sort of like preemptive like checks or anything to make sure this is secure. So let me go ahead and roll for camp.
What's the worst that could happen?
You've never rolled like a disaster on the camp table yet, so don't
No,
start.
but you've also have not. This is your guys are finally in a dangerous underground camp though. So
That's
Yeah.
true.
you're literally fucking camping on a
No, no,
giant ass
no.
pile of
Our
compost.
enemies are locked into our dangerous camp. That's the way you should see it.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure that's how they see it. Oh, that's not that bad.
Well, good for you.
Oh, that's not that bad. Oh,
It's part bad, and that worries me.
this ain't half bad. No, it's all bad.
What? Rolling the dice, Eric. Just put them down.
Who, D4.
Seriously, stop rolling.
You
No.
all die.
All right, wait one
Man,
second.
those
I need to,
don't-
before I tell you what happens, I need to look at Grice's character sheet.
Oh fuck! No.
This is just a moment where you go,
I
"Now let me
was
just look
not
up.
being provocative at
Right.
all.
Oh.
I was just lying down quietly.
Okay. You guys make camp. As you guys are going around, looking around, tending your wounds and stuff, Grice, you might like move your backpack and you realize that the holes, there was a hole ripped open at the bottom of it. You no longer have your damaged goblin helmet at the bottom of your pack.
Oh,
And your pack's ripped.
great.
Could be worse.
Could be the ration.
Maybe it was. It looks like it looks actually it. Yeah, it looks like maybe what's the worst part? It probably wasn't even damaged from the fight. It's that when you dropped it, you might have like punctured it with like a bone or something, and then like
Yeah,
the weight like ripped open.
Dragged
Right.
it across the ground.
Yeah, like, it looked
Rested
fine.
under his head.
It looked
like,
fine.
so he could actually get some sleep.
Yeah. So, oh, yeah, no, I love it. I love the idea that you dropped it on the compost pile, but what you ended up doing was dropping it on, like, the pointed rib cage of something, so it perforated. And so then, like, the bottom gave way when you, like, picked it up to move it. And so, like, you dropped your goblin helmet before you were able to, like, kind of, like, hold it and, like, move it over somewhere before everything else fell out.
Damn.
So that's where we're at camp. So what do you guys want to do? You have some checks to heal and repair some stuff. So... How many checks do we have total, by the way? How many people have checks?
2 checks.
I feel like I might if I was a really clever programmer, I would actually have a dynamic sheet here telling you the number of checks. Maybe I'll use the turn order, the turn order list here to count the checks going up for you guys, just so everyone else playing at home could do that. I'll do that next time. I'm sorry, I'm rambling. What do we want to do? How many checks do we have?
3 checks total, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
How do you guys want to
So I
spend your
guess-
checks?
I guess one needs to go to Gilly so he can do some dancing.
Can you
Because Mary,
exhausted for the entire party?
Good luck with that.
You're all exhausted.
The entire party.
Arendelle's injured,
Yeah, that's
and everyone else is exhausted.
I'm both.
No,
I
I'm
mean,
also injured.
Sure, you could have the sickly looking
you're
halfling
injured?
dance now, but I'm not sure if that's the way we want to
Injured?
do it.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right. You guys all should have been injured from that conflict. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were all exhausted and injured, right?
Yep.
Yep.
So what are we gonna do?
Well,
Gilly
I
is
can't.
not going to dance. That's just
I'd
one
lo-
thing.
To cure their exhaustion,
Mm,
No.
essentially? No?
The thing is that I can't recover from injured if I'm still exhausted. Right?
that health test just now, I'm suddenly realizing I'm injured. I should have had -1d to the health test. Do we reroll? Do we?
No. That's a good point. Yeah. You're sick now too.
Yeah, because
Maybe you felt good after you picked that shit out of the muck, but no, you definitely should not have had that. No, you were now you are like fucking sick.
It's probably the thing you wiped across your face, like, ha.
Oh yeah, your hubris,
Oh,
your fucking hubris, man. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, you're sick. You're running a fever. This is the telltale signs. Well, I'm gonna tell you this right now, but whether or not your characters know it or not, it doesn't matter. It doesn't change anything. It's filth fever. But if you wanted to roleplay it around, I'm giving you, some stuff to play with there. All right. So yeah, no, you totally have filth fever. It's be the same shit you get from a dire rat. Which also, I have not been rolling for you guys whenever time you've encountered a dire rat. So you are very lucky, by the way. I realized that after, because I read that special ability last time I was playing last Sunday.
I don't think we've been injured in a...
It's not. That doesn't matter. That literally doesn't matter. I thought so too. I thought it was injured, but it doesn't. It's if you just take points of disposition from kill, drive off, or flee conflicts. You have to do it. I would call it a flee conflict, like FLEA.
Yeah.
Can we
Anyways.
circles up an expert
Nice one,
healer?
Eric.
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just old Healer McGregor underground. Yeah, it'd be fucking like ridiculous.
Crawling out of the compost. I've been looking
right next to the
Where's my cloak?
Hey, that doesn't even sound that ridiculous. Alright, so I take that as
this is my "Are you fucking serious?" face. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm sorry. That's rude of me. You're fine. I love you guys.
I think I'm just gonna then use. I mean, if we're not gonna do merrymaking,
if you want Gilly to do merrymaking, then you'd better convince him to do something, because he's not going to do it of his own accord.
Okay.
That makes no sense to me right now.
I helped you. I gave you this cloak. I need your help right now. Don't care about the other ones. Just come on, man. I'm feeling cold and hot. I'm just come on. I need your help.
I want to remind you guys real quick. Merrymaking does not cost a check to recover. You also cannot recover individually when you merrymake. Merrymaking is a group activity. You can't just dance for one person. You dance for the whole fucking group.
I think Gilly looks you in the eye, Deckard, and he's like, "Are you okay? You looked fine just now, but what's up, Deckard?"
Look, I'm fine. There's nothing wrong with. I keep dropping my look. We're fine. We just need to rest just a little bit.
Just sit down. No, shut up, Deckard. Sit down. Don't talk. Christ.
I thought I was sitting.
Christ, Arundel. I think Gilly sort of looks around the group now, and now that he's sort of shrugged off his injuries and his basically his pain, he starts to realize that he wasn't the only one hurt by this. And he sort of looks at Grice and at Arendel's, and I think he notices your exhaustion and your injuries.
Gilly, I fear I'm not long for this world.
Oh, come on! Don't be ridiculous.
No, it's okay.
No, Grice, listen. We haven't
We all
been
return
through
to
all
the
this
earth in our
bullshit.
time. Should I perish here? Take you, Gilly, you have to survive. You have to carry on. You have to take this. And he holds from his neck. He's got this twisted root that is just starting to like have a little tiny bit of green showing on it. And he holds it up. You take this. You take this back to Heartwood. They'll know what to do.
Look, Grice, and you see like sort of tears well up in Gilly's eyes. Look, now's not the time for this idiotic nonsense. If and when you die, and you're not going to die now, that's a very
You're being over dramatic.
Yes, okay, I agree, I will, but now's not the time. You are not going to die. Neither is Deckard. And Arundel, you're an elf. Elves don't die. Period.
Is anyone else picturing this merrymaking as a musical? By the way, this is a song number. This is a song number, right?
Wait, are we Les Miserables?
Bum, bum,
Well,
bum, bum.
the problem is that I can't seem to cure your exhaustion with Merry. Apparently.
Still, you can make merry though.
It doesn't cost a check or anything.
No, yeah, but I think
It costs a test though.
This
But-
is a but
I'm scared.
right. So Rice
I'm
is
scared
still
to close my eyes. I may not.
Does it? I mean, I'm going to do it for the entire group, but can I do like you're afraid for everyone if only one person is afraid?
I'm not even afraid anymore because I
Oh,
recovered.
you're not even afraid?
Yeah.
No, no one is.
The
Well, it's no
prologue did it.
point. There's no point to
There's
this.
No point.
Let's just. I'll role play it and then not roll.
Wow. Okay. So
Do you? No!
It's the-
Oh
it's
god,
the
that's so
elfin
depressing!
group- It's the elf in the group saying, "There's no point in merrymaking. It doesn't help anyone."
Yeah, exactly! And you realize that too, Gilly, that you're trying and no, it doesn't matter. Oh, fuck.
I hate you all right now.
Oh my god, you're like,
Let
cheer
me
up!
rest.
We can do this! And everyone is fucking exhausted and injured and is doing
Oh,
nothing.
you're breaking my heart.
Really, just let
This is-
me sleep. I just
this-
need. I just want to
You're like,
sleep.
you just did this fucking powerful number and you like land with like a ta-da on like the top of the compost
like,
pile and
Magic
everyone else is down and we just hear fucking Descartes go like, like he's dying. And that's
Deckard
it.
turns towards the skeletons that we just slaughtered and just goes, "At least we'll have company."
This is, I think, where we see Gilly's belief changing because this is a task that there is no task, right? He can't. This is too daunting. He can't do anything about this. Which is, yeah, we see sort of this look of surprise and fear sort of move across Gilly's face, and he just sits down and shuts up. I think,
Well,
and sort of he gives up for now.
do you want? I mean, remember you can give your check to people to recover.
Yeah, so I don't have any checks.
Oh,
Does,
I
like,
literally can't
has a
help
check?
anyone.
Come on.
I have one, and Deckard has two.
all right. Let's
give one to the healer.
yeah, it's a good idea. It's a really good idea.
That's pretty much
I
the
mean,
only
I'm
thing
not supposed to be
available.
really like helping you guys too much, but like that's a really good idea.
I've read Dungeon
Super
World.
good.
I'm supposed to be a fan of the players. Characters. You fan there.
Fan
This
of
is-
their deaths.
This is
Yeah,
Dungeon
so Gilly
World.
shuts up and sort of sags on the floor. He's like,
So
This isn't Dungeon World. This is like that angry stepfather instead, Torchbearer that your mom's dating now.
Hold on. Here's the thing.
Shut up.
Truly,
Sorry.
Deckard believes that is up to Deckard and up to Grice to pull the others through this. So I think just
You still believe that?
at the point where even Gilly has given up, I think Deckard just does some good old dwarven motivational speeches on Grice, which just sort of involves in his sick state, sort of like rolling over, just tired but trying to slog through and go to Grice, just basically going, just trying to slap him in the face, but basically just going one of those, half things like, "Come on, just get up, man. Get
Don't
up.
you die on me.
Look, man, I'm sure there's some kind of saying about bamboo, oak, and bending in winds or whatever it is that people say. Come on, man."
And Grice is like crawling basically sideways in the fetal position in agony. And he crawls, like, he just reaches out a hand and grabs at the tattered cloak. Because you said that the skeletons that we fought, they sort of collapsed into dust, didn't they? Like,
Yeah, there's nothing left of them.
Yeah. So he reaches into one of these robes and grabs up a handful of dust and says, "Mahogany, 12:7. Then shall the dust returneth to the earth as it was, and the restless spirit shall return to the world tree."
Okay, enough of this.
And he'd like
Deckard
puts
grabs
dust
him.
on his forehead in the mark of the tree.
Deckard grabs him in both shoulders, just looks him in the face and goes, "Look, I'm sick. I'm injured. I'm tired of all this. You're bleeding from the gut. We are down. We are down at the bottom of a well in a dark place. This is not where I want to die. Do you want to die outside of sunlight? Do you want to die where no sun and no water can reach you? Because I don't want to die here. I have business here to do. I have people I need to hunt. We are down here, but by God, I will crawl dying up there before I will lay down here and die. And neither will you, because you have things to live for. You have things to do. Out there is your enemy. Out there is the person that you... Oh, yes, absolutely. Out there is the person that you need to take down. But we are not sitting here and letting them win. So you get up now. He sort of pulls him up. You get up now.
And Grice, like,
You're gonna go here.
he staggers a little bit, but he gets to his feet. And he's like, "No, you're right. Our work here is not done.
Deckard, Bryce,
Not today."
I know that our work isn't done, but please let's get some rest, please.
Sorry,
I know you're. I agree with you. We can make it. We're not gonna die here, but
Okay.
Please.
For this,
Get
I
some
am
rest.
absolutely giving a check to Grice.
Okay.
We're
Alright.
gonna do this.
Guys, this has just been fucking phenomenal, all of you.
I'm gonna try and recover from exhausted. Wish me fucking luck. This is gonna be hard.
Is that the first one you have to recover from? Yeah, because you're injured as well,
Yeah,
right?
I can't recover
Yeah,
from
you can't do
injury.
injured until you do exhausted. Yeah, Ob 3.
Yeah.
But doesn't this this doesn't factor into recovery, but not recovery for injured as well. Okay, so yeah, so this is just an Ob 3 test for you, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to invoke any traits or anything? You want to,
Can I use Zealous? I quoted from like the World Trees equivalent
Redwood,
of the Book
yeah,
of the Dead, right?
Right, yeah.
So let's.
I feel like the fucking underworld, like besides not the under tree, but like the actual like maybe where the under tree lives is literally like a fucking petrified forest. I feel like that's like what the world tree's opposite looks like is the like a forest of like like petrified wood. Anyways,
All right.
I'm not sure if
I'm
this
just
is visible, but
musing. I'm just musing right now.
This is like this is my phone cover, but it has like a living side and a death side.
Yeah, it's close.
Best. It's the best.
It's pretty poignant.
All right, I'm rolling it. Wish me luck. Oh,
Ooh.
no sixes.
Okay. That sucks. I mean, I mean, real talk though, like, can I punish you for failing a test like that?
No, there's no punishment.
For recovery, right? There's no punishment
no
for recovery. Yeah, okay.
Recovery.
That's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure.
You
Okay.
just stay exhausted or whatever.
Yep. I mean, that's a punishment enough, right?
Can I? Maybe it's a stretch, Eric. Can I use my wise, which is religious doctrine wise?
You can only use wises to help other people,
No.
I think, right?
No.
The standard use of a wise is to help, but then if you spend persona, you can. You should
I
use
won't.
that.
Wouldn't let you. No, that doesn't make.
Cool. All right, so I think Grice is like his spirits are improved for sure, but he can't sleep. Like the pain is keeping him awake, and
Gonna suck it up.
yeah, he just
Eat health.
He's in
Yeah.
he's in rough shape, but he's putting a brave face on it. I'd
There's
say.
no. Yeah, it has to be your health, man, for this one. Makes sense.
What? I'm not sucking it up.
Oh, you just said yeah.
Oh no, I'm
Oh.
sucking it up like
Not capital sucking it up.
literally. Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm
Not
sorry.
cauterizing
Okay,
the wood.
obviously I asked. Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
no,
sorry, I didn't-
that's obviously confusing. Okay,
I helped too. Thanks, Eric.
Yeah.
So after Deckard's rousing speech, Arundel just wants to get some rest, and he crawls away into a corner and just sits like this. Well, without headphones, of course, but like, and he starts to
With headphones.
Sorry.
With headphones.
Yeah,
Arundel has headphones the whole time.
No, yeah.
To hide his elven ears.
He gets out his cloak and goes like, "Oh, shut up," and his thoughts start to wander back to his family and a city that was destroyed, and suddenly, I don't know. After everything that he's been through, it even seems that revenge is not as important anymore to him. He just starts thinking that maybe there might be more to life than just getting revenge. Just maybe
gone insane.
There's no money in the revenge business, right?
Well, maybe just staying alive himself might also be, I don't know, interesting at some point. I mean, he's lost some of his nature recently. He's not as motivated as he used to be anymore. So I'm gonna do my check, and I'd like to use my thoughtful, lost in thoughts trait for that.
Yeah.
Can I use more than one trait or just one?
No, you can only invoke one.
Yeah, I thought so. Okay, so
But no, that's
health.
a good use there. That makes sense. Once again, this is Ob 3, I think, right? Recovering?
Yeah. Yes. I have health 5, so +1.
Are you guys marking tests for your health, right? Like, when you're doing this, you should be marking these tests, right?
I completely forgot.
Like, your abilities.
That's why
okay.
I leveled my health last session, because I've been injured and I've done so many tests already.
Yeah, no, like, that's fine. Like, that's good, right? Like, yeah, cool.
Yeah. Okay, so here we go.
Yes.
Nice! Good job!
Nice.
Eric.
Yeah.
My health dropped to 2. Does that mean my advancement ticks also reset?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you can't fucking do that and then be like, cool, I'm back up to 300. No. I feel like that's, yeah.
Can I also suck up my injury while I'm resting?
Yeah.
Again? Great. Well, yeah, I also sucked up my injury last time, but that
Wait,
was
I know, but
Does someone stay injured so Grice can actually try and heal you? I mean,
actually,
fails, it'll have the same result. So,
well, I need to recover. That's my whole goal. I need to, Arundel really needs to get better. So he doesn't really want to be dependent on someone else.
I'm still injured, yeah.
cool.
No, I think what Deckard's basically doing, he is sick. He knows he's sick. He knows he can't he doesn't know what to do about it. So I think what Deckard ends up doing, and he's seeing Grice struggle. He knows that that's the healer. He needs Grice alive and healthy to get him back on his feet. So he basically just sort of tries to stumble to him, just goes like, no, look. Stone isn't like a forest. You need to look here, and just sort of, grabs a little, grabs some cloth and goes, look, if you just put that on there, just rest. You need to stay alive, and just sort of tries to take care of him, get him into a position where he can actually get some rest, and sort of tries to shiver up and sort of the fetal position, sort of.
I'm fine.
Next to him.
We'll be fine.
And I'll give you my last check. Just seriously recover, man. Just recover something.
I can't. I'm not mechanically. I'm not allowed to test to recover until the next.
Terrible.
Camp.
It's terrible.
Yep.
When you fail, it sucks.
That sucks.
After he wakes up, though, Arundel feels a bit better. At least he's not as tired anymore, and he doesn't feel all that well, but at least he feels like he can go on again. So he walks up to Grice and he goes like, "You gave me this quite a while ago. It seems like a long time ago, but I think you need it more than I do." And he hands him back a poultice for injured.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, he still can't test though.
No, I know, but
I know someone who might benefit from this. I'll hang on to it for now. And then I think at that point, Grice notices that his pack is ripped. Oh, will things not stop getting any worse? Look at this. And he points, and like, it's obvious that if he tries to lift this pack, everything that's left in it is going to just pour out of it.
And I think it's fair to say right now, I mean, you have the light of the luminescent funguses, but like your torches are probably out.
We've got a campfire, Eric.
Yeah, that's right. So like, do your torches go out, or is that how it works? Or
Both torches.
I mean, you have light. You have a campfire, right? You have a campfire going, but you just don't have.
I mean, yeah, I suppose. Maybe we relight torches from the camp. I don't know. No, yeah, it makes sense to just burn them.
Yeah, they burn out, right?
Okay, I guess Decker will try to recover. I guess Decker will just try to recover his exhausted. More like, not so much maybe the physical exhaustion, but literally just the mental wear and tear. Just for trying to sort of get to a place where he can just, just get through the night.
Right.
And I believe that is a
Ob 3 recovery. Nothing else factors into it, I think.
I can't even pump nature into it because I'm avenging a grudge. And
you
can't die here. No.
You can tap a persona into it.
Ob 3. Yeah, I definitely you know what? I'm gonna put a persona into this because he's not gonna die here. He's not gonna stop here. This is not where it ends right now.
Yeah.
He will stay alive to murder somebody else. Then he can die.
Then you have my permission to die.
Exactly.
It's Chinatown.
Got it.
Oh my god! Did it?
Finally. Barely.
I'm terrible at rolls. What is this?
Cool.
At the very least, I'm not exhausted.
Yeah. You stomach through the exhaustion. You recovered from exhaustion, my friend. And that uses up all of our tests, right?
And I think when Deckard wakes up, Grice, looking kind of worse for wear, to be honest, it's clear he hasn't managed to get any sleep whatsoever, is leaning over him. And like, let's have a look at this. No, this won't do. What part of you is injured? What kind of an injury did you take?
Oh god, it's been a while. I think he had like
I mean, we fixed your broken arm. This is new.
Oh, I remember. He was injured by one of the. I'm getting sick. See,
one of the yucca.
He got injured by one of the plants, and I think we decided it was one of those sort of injuries that just kept on bleeding, just slowly, sort of, just wouldn't heal up and wouldn't close, and he was just constantly losing bits of blood.
No, this isn't right at all. The seed from the false planting has infected your wound here. Look, it's not knitting. Here, and he applies like some sap to it, and he binds it with bandages, and yeah, I'm gonna try and heal you. It's gonna be basically an impossible task for me to get, but it's worth trying.
Nothing is impossible.
Yeah, it's pretty tricky.
So you're going to try to do a heal test on him?
Yeah.
Are you using your poultice?
It won't help. So.
Oh, okay.
That only helps for recovery, and that isn't this. This is treatment.
So, are you treating his sickness or his injury?
His injury. Sickness is really hard, if I remember rightly.
I think both are really hard, to be honest with you.
I think. Sick is Ob 4. Injured is 3. So that's one.
That's fair.
Oh, that's interesting. Reverse for actually recovering it yourself.
So.
Okay.
I think, what the hell? I think we see Grice, and he is sweating his way through this, and he's recalling his lessons with Numbers the healer back at the Enclave, trying to like, he knows deep down, like, even though he's maybe a little bit afraid that he's not going to make it out of this darkness, deep down he knows that his job is to patch people back together, and he's been called by the World Tree to do this service. And look, like the child of the World Tree around his neck, it's even like starting to grow a little bit. So I'm gonna tag Touched by the Gods, to add a die, and I think just sheer effort, I'm gonna spend a persona to tap nature, and hope I don't bloody fail, because that would be really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure this entire game of 7 sessions, no one's failed when they tap Persona, by the way. So you have that going for you.
Because I am injured, I am -1 die, and this is 1 ob higher for me, so it's ob 4, 1 plus 3 dice.
You can't help, right?
No one can help because I'm active on instinct.
Mm.
And this will be ob 4.
Wait, you're not acting on instinct. Right? Oh, wait, yeah, you do.
I am. Yeah, I don't have a check. This is.
Yeah.
Oh, you're acting on... Yeah, this is acting on instinct. So
Yeah, this is my new instinct. I changed it.
Yeah, I forgot. Yep. So
What
I
was the
already
instinct
marked
again?
down the grind, but you're right. It's totally an instinct.
That
Do we consider Gilly's old-fashioned chili as supplies?
No.
Damn it, 'cause otherwise it could have helped.
is there supplies? There isn't. There's nothing. There's nothing. Here.
No. You don't have any alchemy stuff to give you anything. No.
All right, I'm just gonna roll it, and hope we don't die.
Fate?
Oh, I got some fate. I'm spending fate. Like, I think Grice, like, he's sweating over the wound, and like the sweat takes some of this ash that was on his forehead in the sign of the tree, and it spills like near the wound, and he's just like, he wipes it away, and when he wipes it away, sap and this dust from the undead mix together, and we'll find out when I roll.
Yeah!
And then it starts to bind together, and it closes.
Oh, boy.
He wraps it, and he split, like, I don't know, it was an arm or a limb or something. He splints it, and it might. And he stops to and coughs up blood.
Yeah. I was going to say that you're transferring some of your own essence into it. Yeah.
That should do you. I
Fucking
think that he
awesome.
just, like, collapses, exhausted onto the floor.
Yeah.
Um,
Cool.
Injury gone though. That is at least.
How about... So we're a little bit over our hour mark, so let's go to our break, and then we'll come back and continue. Fucking awesome. Good heal. Nice. So let's go. We'll be back in 5 minutes, everybody.